Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. An extensive analysis of Bachelorette Jenn Tran and Jonathon Johnson's relationship. Should they reunite? Numerous villains were highlighted in the Bachelorette season 21. Yet in the chaos of the dubious men, Jonathon Johnson managed to stand out. He has become a hero to the Bachelor Nation. Since leaving the renowned reality TV dating show, the Los Angeles resident has expressed his support for Jenn Tran, with the belief that she still has a shot at true love or can rectify the scenario. Many fans of The Bachelorette have begun to ship the lead. This followed Jenn's unexpected split from the victor Devon Strader. What is the current state of affairs between Jenn and Jonathon? Vote on whether you want to see these two get back together by scrolling down for the most recent information. Jonathon and Jenn together? Although neither of the parties is in a relationship at the moment, their growing friendship could possibly lead to a romance in the future. Jenn has stated that she isn't prepared for anything significant just yet on the Vile files. She is now investing that energy in herself, thus she really doesn't have it to give to another individual. Jenn expresses excitedly about Jonathon, full of gratitude for him. The truth is, she added, I didn't get a fiancé out of this. However, I'm overjoyed that this resulted in me making a wonderful friend and decent person. When host Nick Viall persisted in discussing the possible duo, Jenn finally said, I'm glad to have him as a buddy for the time being. We'll watch how that develops. I just enjoy his company for now, and I think we're on the same page with that, she added. Because the two of them are such close friends, the Miami resident did disclose that he will be joining her in the front row of Dancing with the Stars. Am I devoted to someone? I'm not in love, sorry. Jenn stated, I love Jonathon, before continuing. Do I really adore Jonathon? No. What was the fate of Jonathon and Jenn on The Bachelorette? Jonathon made it rather far on The Bachelorette, despite the fact that they are currently just acquaintances. He still loves Jenn a lot, even if she broke his heart. He was the second runner-up in season 21. Yes, you read correctly. Jenn has already met Jonathon's family because he managed to travel all the way to Hawaii before being brought home. He says they are in love with her. In his tribute to Jenn on Instagram, Jonathon said, Jenn, from me, my family, and anyone that has had the absolute privilege of meeting you. You're an incredible woman, and we are so proud of your journey. After a 15-minute phone chat, Devon, who started the breakup with Jenn, allegedly called off their engagement. However, the startling happenings didn't end there. After their engagement, Jenn said that when the cameras stopped, Devon began to distance himself from her. A few days following the live finale, Devon attempted to explain himself in a 13-minute Instagram video that has since been removed, but by disclosing private text exchanges between him and Jenn, he increased the backlash. Since he supported her during that difficult time, Jonathon has emerged as Bachelor Nation's newest romantic interest. Has Jonathon and Jenn reconciled? Since they appeared together on The Bachelorette, the two purported pals have had secret meetings. Though it's unclear how often, Jenn and Jonathon have shared several TikTok videos together, so at least once. They appear to be rather close, therefore there are rumors that it was more than that. The different videos were uploaded to the accounts of Jenn and Jonathon. The former Bachelorette lead lip syncs, everyone wants to know what I would do if I didn't win, in one of the videos. Just before Jonathon murmured, I guess we'll never know, he entered the screen. It's not the sole instance. The two posted a second video in response to a comment that made reference to the words of Taylor Swift's song Daylight. I used to think love was just black and white, but it's actually golden. Jonathon is truly golden. The TikToks had a funny angle on Jonathon's platform because he notably referenced Serena Page from Love Island USA Season 6. You made your choice, I said, pointing to a pouting Jenn. You think you're about to have your cake and eat it too. Your bed was made. There is a hump in it. Regarding Jenn, what has Jonathon said? The self-described medium king has expressed his happiness at having his ex-partner back in his hometown. I know we talked about it a little bit already, but I'm stoked to have you here in LA for a little, he posted on Instagram. I'm confident we'll have enough time to create some very amazing memories. In addition, he gave Jenn kudos for her courage through one of the most agonizing experiences of her life. I would never want to see someone go through what she went through on a national level, Jonathon wrote in his message. But this woman walked on stage with her head held high and handled herself with so much class and beauty that my jaw is on the floor. It's unclear if Jonathon wants to resume their relationship because he made some thought-provoking remarks during his appearance on the Vile Files. He responded, "I don't know how to answer that." When asked if he would consider getting back together with Jenn, that is not to imply that it cannot occur in the future. Not that I'm saying it. Since neither of the two is currently dating, it is expected that the fan favorite of Bachelor Nation will advance to Bachelor in Paradise, where perhaps he will meet a new companion. Or perhaps before he even gets to the beach, his rekindled relationship with Jenn will develop into something more. Alumni Dotun Olubeko provides an update on Charity Lawson and talks about Tran's breakup. The Bachelor brand has long touted that the newly engaged lovers get to start their next chapter of life, their normal life, after a season ends with its final couple. But Dotun Olubeko's days from Los Angeles to Brooklyn haven't been typical for the 32-year-old Nigerian-American integrative medical doctor and the Bachelorette Season 20's last suitor. Olubeko and Bachelorette Charity Lawson's lives have been filled with unanticipated possibilities ever since he proposed to her in April 2023. These opportunities range from seats at New York Fashion Week to special guided tours at Disneyland. He has, nevertheless, been able to preserve a semblance of normalcy by making choices like sticking with his full-time employment. Among the many things about Dotun that seemed normal and approachable was this one. An additional was that he used a doctor's appointment as justification to leave work early, so he could attend our interview. "Every time someone wants to work with me, I'm like, what?" he remarked in an exclusive TV Insider interview while representing BetUS. "I can never adjust to it. Even this." In the year that followed his engagement, Olubeko talked candidly about some of his best moments, including a cover picture shoot in Granada for the African multicultural wedding publication Munaluchi. He pleaded for people to read the piece, if only for the pictures. "What a great crew. They simply smashed it," he remarked. "It was a pleasant opportunity to honor my personal roots in a culture that is, to put it mildly, quite the antithesis of that, since it is an African bridal magazine." He went on, "The Bachelor is very Americana, right? Therefore, it's good to add a personal touch with something I can relate to." Olubeko and Lawson created history in the traditionally white show, much like Tran, the most recent Bachelorette of the series, whose love story, or lack thereof, we'll get to soon. Over the course of the 21 seasons of the show, Tran was the first Asian American Bachelorette. The first non-white monoracially engaged pair to walk away was Olubeko and Lawson. However, Olubeko believes that their friendship goes beyond the set of the reality show. His fiancée is just charity to him. He declared, "The fairy tale was always meant to end after the show. After that, real work begins. It has therefore been genuine. Our treatment sessions have been fantastic. We simply feel extremely fortunate to have found each other. You might not get along with someone, even if you pick someone wonderful. She and I get along great." While Olubeko and Lawson are thinking about moving to Manhattan, for some the fairy tale ending results in a pair moving to Brooklyn. For others it may lead to a broken engagement. Tran revealed to the live audience in the unexpected and contentious season 21 finale on September 3rd that her last suitor, Devon Strader, called off their engagement after a 15-minute conversation. Then she was required to watch the video of herself sitting next to Strader on a tiny studio couch, proposing. Olubeko, who regards himself as one of Tran's friends, offered some guidance. He clarified, "Vulnerability is strength." I understand that's a quote, but that's the definition exactly. You can see it when you dissect it. Saying, "I can get back up again if I get hurt," is a strength. Therefore, I believe my advice to her would be to simply be vulnerable. Because, she has her own affairs, too. When all of this was happening, she never once cried. She was merely bidding people farewell. He went on, She talked a lot on the show about the problems she's had in the past, but unless you can give the best of yourself, you won't really find the best. I thus hope that she does that. Regarding Tran's future, she intends to compete in the upcoming Dancing with the Stars season on ABC. She will be joined by season 28 Bachelor Joey Graziadei, who finished second in the competition for Lawson's Heart to represent Bachelor Nation. She won't be the only famous person there. Olubeko was only able to provide the former professional tennis player encouragement for his next match. Olubeko stated, "I think he has a real shot at being top 3 at the very least. I will definitely be tuning in." Olubeko and Lawson need to organize their wedding, which is slated for 2025, in the interim. Maybe after that, looking for an apartment and scheduling additional doctor's appointments. Everything will feel normal at last. Their recent visit to Disney World was laced by the relatability of staring at the exorbitant expenses of the amusement park. Disney was fantastic. We took a plane to Florida and were escorted around by a tour guide. Olubeko declared, "It's the craziest experience ever. It's probably up to $1,000 per hour or something insane, but it was still unexpected and a lot of fun for all of us. Getting that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity is simply such an amazing experience. Like, that's probably the last time we do that."